let's get back into the pit. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Into the Pit Barbecue. I'm your host and pitmaster, Ryan Lilly. Today, I'm going to show you how to make Alabama-style smoked chicken. Now, the biggest difference with Alabama-style smoked chicken is mainly in the sauce. It's a mayonnaise-based sauce, apple cider vinegar, black pepper, a few other spices. I made that sauce yesterday. Today, what I'm going to show you is how to make the chicken itself. I'm going to show you how easy it is to it's called spatchcocking or butterflying the chicken. Now essentially what that is cutting out the backbone so we can make the chicken flat and make it cook more evenly and cut that cooking time more than in half. It actually reduces the cooking time quite a bit. So first thing we got to do is make the rub for the chicken. Okay, so this rub is my go-to rub when it comes to grilling and sometimes smoking chicken. It's just a great all-purpose poultry rub. And first things first, we need 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. This is really herbaceous rub. It's got some lemony kind of flavors with some coriander. It's got black pepper, onion powder. It's also got some little bit of chili powder. Alright, so now we also need 2 teaspoons of dried thyme. Okay, that's got a bright, like lemony, kind of earthy flavor to it. You got some 1 teaspoon of dried oregano. We have 1 teaspoon of onion powder. We have a teaspoon of ground coriander. This is very lemony, so it's kind of lemon flavor that works really well with chicken. And normally with Alabama-style smoked chicken, they don't usually use a rub like this. They probably just mainly use salt and pepper. But I love this rub. I think it tastes really good, so this is what I like to do. And then we got a teaspoon of ground pepper. And we have a half teaspoon of prepared chili powder. Now the Alabama style white barbecue sauce, which, I mean, normally you think of barbecue sauce, you think of like ketchup based or tomato based or vinegar based or mustard based. This white sauce was developed by a guy named Big Bob Gibson in Alabama. And I guess he came up with something different, and Big Bob Gibson's barbecue in Alabama is famous for this particular sauce, which actually you can get in stores even here in Milwaukee, so I'm sure you can get it probably anywhere. But it's pretty easy to make. But they smoke the chicken and they dunk it in this white sauce, and the acid and stuff from the white sauce cuts through the fat from the chicken, the richness of the chicken. It works really well as a dipping sauce too. I've also made coleslaw as a dressing. It's an awesome sauce. It's similar to ranch, so I mean it works great for chicken. But all right, now I'm going to show you guys how to spatchcock a chicken. How easy that is. May sound complicated, but it's not. And I'll show you how easy that is now that we've got the rub made. Okay, to spatchcock a chicken, basically what you want to do is flip the chicken over. I've got about a 5 1/4 pound chicken here. Hold on a second, I got some liquid coming out of this. Okay, so flip it over, breast side down, and your back side is up. Now right along the middle here is the backbone. So what you want to do is take a good pair of kitchen shears and go right along, find the cavity. There's no giblets or necks or anything in this one. And you want to go on one side of that backbone. Sometimes it might be a little difficult to get through like those rib bones and stuff, but if you got a good set of kitchen shears, you should be able to do it. And some parts of the chicken along this back area are, it's pretty much just skin. There's not like really anything there, so you can get through it pretty easily. You go up one side and go back down the other. You should be able to get that backbone right out. Now, if you have a cutting board that doesn't want to cooperate, keep spinning. There we go. Alright, so this backbone, you can save this for chicken stock if you want to make homemade chicken stock. I don't usually do that too much, so I don't have like whole chickens a lot, so I'm not going to. So I'm just going to throw it out. But alright, so then you want to open this up. Nice big chunk of frozen blood. Look at that. And there should be a spot where you can cut. There's like a membrane on the breastbone. If you cut a little bit of that, you should be able to, there we go, pop that out. You should be able to flatten the chicken like so. So this is going to cook a lot more evenly than, let's say, a whole chicken with that cavity. When you have a whole chicken with that cavity, you've got to heat up that cavity to then cook the rest of the chicken. So it takes a lot longer. This is going to take about an hour and a half compared to about 4 hours for a whole chicken. So I'm going to wash my hands up, and then we'll get the rub applied. Alright, so to help the rub stick, well, first off, let me get a cookie sheet out. Get this cookie sheet. Now wash my hands. Alright, so you use olive oil as a binder. Just a little bit. Kind of rub that all in. And we're going to be cooking this at about 325 degrees so we get nice crispy skin on this chicken. Get that skin rendered properly. Get a good bite through. Get a nice amount of rub all over that skin. It's going to make that skin taste really good. So if you cook it for a long time, like let's say 225, 4 hours or so, the skin gets kind of rubbery, and you don't want to eat that. But if you want to eat the skin, you want to cook it at a higher temperature. So you render the fat that's underneath the skin, and you get a good bite through. Alright, so got a nice little pat. Use a little more on this thigh. That looks pretty good. And then flip it over. And we're going to give this the inside of the cavity a little olive oil. We are going to season this side. You're not really going to eat anything off this side, but I do like to season it. Get the bottom ends of the legs. Alright. Get this flipped over. Now I'm going to go get the smoker fired up. Get some more on this leg here. Came off. Breast there. Make sure you got plenty of rub on the chicken. Alright, I'm going to go fire up the smoker, and we are still smoking with my competition blend pellets, which is hickory, maple, and apple. So that should be a good mix with the chicken, give it a nice smoky flavor. And yeah, we'll see you when I put the chicken on. Alright, so our smoker should be up to temp. Yeah, we're at 336 degrees, which is more than what we need. So let's get this chicken on the smoker. And I have the smoke level set to 7, which is about the same as what the high smoke setting is. So, but we're running at a hotter temperature than what the high smoke setting is. That's only about 250. This is 325, 335, whatever. But we're going to let that go for about an hour and a half, and this chicken should be done. Nice crispy skin, juicy chicken meat should all be done about the same time. Yeah, should be perfect. So I'll see you when it's done. Alright, our chicken is done. Breast meat got to 165. So, check the thigh real quick. Thigh should be up there. The thigh should be pretty good. So, time to take this chicken off. So, now we're going to take it in, put some foil on it, let it rest for a good 10-15 minutes. Get some veggies done in the microwave. My potatoes are just about done on the grill, so I'm going to take those off. And yeah, should be good to go. Alright, so the chicken is rested for about 15-20 minutes. I cut the chicken into quarters. The leg quarters, pretty much between the thigh and the breast, is just skin that's holding it together. So that came off real easy. And then I took my knife, I took a nice sharp knife, and I went right down in between the breastbone and took the breast in half and made 2 breast and wing quarters. So let's give this chicken a taste. I think I'm gonna go the breast meat. This is the real, I mean, thigh meat, leg meat, that stuff, it's a guaranteed that's going to be good. Because that's dark meat, that's always juicy. But, I mean, look at the shine on that breast meat. That's telling you some juicy chicken. Mmm. Oh, yeah. Look at the juice coming off that. Look at that. It's like dripping. That's some tender, juicy chicken breast. Oh, yeah. Super flavorful. Nice scent to that rub. A little bit of smoke. But, well, let's taste it with it. Let's dip it into some of this Alabama-style barbecue sauce. Oh, yeah. Nice sauce. Yeah, let's go. That sauce is perfect with this chicken. Even though the chicken's nice and juicy, really tender, you don't really need a sauce with it. But that sauce cuts through the richness of that chicken perfectly. Really tangy. Kind of like a ranch without all the herbs and the garlic. A little different. But it's really good. And really easy to make too. It's stuff that everybody probably has in their pantry. It's not something you have to go buy special ingredients for. But yeah, if you guys like what I'm doing here in these videos, hit it with a thumbs up. Hit that bell icon, get notified every time I come out with a new video. Subscribe to the channel. Be nice to each other. Be well to each other, whatever. Be excellent to each other like Bill and Ted always say. And stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys next time.